Well, now there's a face we haven't seen in a long time now, isn't there? Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, or, as I'm going to call it from now on, Final Fantasy XIV Fridays. Not making a new character for it, because it takes too long. And yeah, so we're gonna just be doing this to try and learn Warrior and also go through the main story that I've, of course, have already seen as a, you know, uh, I mean, I could always show people what my awesome, lady looks like. Where the heck's that viewer list? There you are. Let's open it up like that, and I'd say we are just about ready to go. So, this is Chizu Sakuragi for anyone new to the stream, and if you have never played any of Final Fantasy XIV at all, well, head on over to youtube.com/Ryuseichi or however that works, and look for my Final Fantasy XIV LP. It's pretty hard to watch, I know, but try and bear with it. Anyway, what we're doing here is we've just completed the second dungeon in the game, the Tamtara Deepcroft. And we are ready to head into the Copperbell Mines. No, we've completed the Copperbell Mines. We are ready to head into the next thing. Okay. Even I couldn't remember where we were. I was preparing to go into Copperbell Mines this whole time. Well, okay. Also, you may notice that there's no music. That's because I'm stupid. There we go. Now we have some music. Alright, so let's talk to Painted Mesa. And see what's up with whatever happens after we have finished Copperbell Mines. Yes. Alright. Ah, the Conqueror of Copperbell returns. Thanks to you, our mining operations can resume, and Ulta will have the materials she needs to rebuild. The entire nation's in your debt, friend. I'll share the good tidings with Papashan, I don't know, the next time I see him. Oh, the voice acting will probably be really weird for the actual pieces that are voice acted because they changed all the actors. So that ought to be interesting. As for you, you'll want to report to Momodi. It'll do the woman well to see you alive in one piece. Alright. I thought there was a battle that was supposed to commence or something. Oh. Well, okay. Whoa. What's going on out here, man? Shut your mouth, you thieving little swine. You stole from me. Don't even think to deny it. He's got a freaking pomp. Please, sir, I didn't steal nothing. I bought this, paid for it with my own coin. What rot! You refugees are all the same. Couldn't afford maggoty mole meat, much less a choice cut of dodo. I'm going to say it one more time. Give back what you stole or I'll make you wish you'd never set foot in this town. By rights, I should turn you over to the Brass Blades, you know. Help keep the streets safe for law-abiding citizens. But I'm a reasonable man. If you agree to serve me in whatever capacity I require, the authorities needn't hear of your crime. Y'all are gonna get overpowered in the face? But I ain't done nothing wrong. 12 is me witness. Of course it's me. Please, adventurer, help me, I beg ye. I swear on me mother's grave, I didn't steal nothing. I bought this with the coin I'd saved. I only wanted to treat me children to a decent meal. And who the hells are you when you're at home? What? Okay. This dog's master I've had enough of this mummer's farce. You lot, teach them a lesson. Alright. And then the game crashes. That would be a fitting end. Nope, okay. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Well, apparently not. You're supposed to use this and then fracture. Keep an eye on your maim. Not the most exciting battle in the world. Especially because this guy's pretty weak. Should have fractured there. Oh well. I guess you have to clip it at this level. Ugh, maim fell off too. What am I doing? Alright. And there's the other two. Just what I was hoping for. Overpower is not working quite as well as I was hoping. This guy's nearly dead, so we'll take him out first. And then we'll single target this guy. There we go. Now we just reestablish a bit of maim action. Try and bloodbath, or not bloodbath, fracture. And down he goes. Easy enough. I ain't getting paid enough for this. Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Thank ye, kind adventurer. Thank ye thrice over. Bleh. That was quite a face you made there, Chizu. There. I'd swear there were more refugees than when I last looked. And you wouldn't be mistaken. But it's been 5 years since the calamity. Why are they only coming here now? It's simple, really. While a number of hamlets survived the immediate aftermath of the calamity, many were no longer able to support their communities. The residents found their lands had either been rendered barren or cut off from trade routes, and problems like those aren't easily solved. Though they tried to make the best of it, it was only a matter of time before they were forced to abandon their homes and seek a new life in the city. I see. But the calamity affected the whole realm, didn't it? Is the same thing happening in other cities? If the talk is true, yes. Though perhaps our situation is more pronounced. Ul'dah has a reputation for being prosperous, so it's natural that the refugees would try their luck here first. My heart goes out to them, it truly does. But I would be lying if I said that I wasn't apprehensive. I hope their presence doesn't ferment lawlessness in the city. Well, if things do take a turn for the worse, we always have the immortal flames. I dare say the brass blades would welcome their help. The heroes who fought the Garlean Empire patrolling the streets for riffraff? It may well come to that. Impoverished and desperate as they are, you may be sure that some of the refugees will turn to crime. You know what this place is like. If you've no coin, you've no hope. What will become of our city? Not all refugees are bad, mind you. Some are able to find employment and lead honest lives. Dodo tenderloins, get your dodo tenderloins, guaranteed cheapest in Thanalan. Thank ye for your custom, madam. Please come again. Looking around, you'd think that old doll was well on its way to recovery. But peer through the veil of prosperity and you'll see no end to the misery and suffering. Well, we saw proof of her buying the dodo, so yay! She's totally innocent. That's good. I remember it being that she was actually, like, totally lying. But, madam, are you alright? Look at my purple eyes and my baron earrings, my friendship circlet. Those are the differences from last time, basically. What now? You mean to threaten a defenseless citizen? What? Saw her buy that meat, you say? That's absurd. Aye, as did I. Leave the poor woman alone, you damnable vulture. Who said that? No, actually, who? Gah, I will overlook this, but just this once. Run away! Gods bless ye, adventurer. If ye hadn't come along when ye did. Yee. Who knows what that monster might have done? It don't bear thinking about. Yes. Okay, bye. Ever the selfless hero, I see. It has been a while, adventurer. I have been watching you closely ever since you flew out of Limsa. You discharged your duty as the Admiral's personal envoy with admirable humility, and you have displayed unfaltering courage in the face of danger ever since. Whensoever you came upon those in need, you gave them succor, with no thought of personal gain. In summary, you have demonstrated all of the qualities we seek in an adventurer. For the reasons I cannot well explain, your every deed seems invariably to serve the general good, whether you mean it to or not. It is a happy knack, and one which speaks volumes for your character. Yet for all your admirable qualities, it is your gift which intrigues me most. I speak of the visions you experience, visions like the one you had mere moments ago, if I am not mistaken. I can provide you with the means to understand them. An acquaintance of mine is blessed with the selfsame talent, you see. If you so desire, I can introduce you to her. She and I fight for a common cause, a cause which would greatly benefit for your support. If you would agree to lend us your strength, we should be glad to do all within our power to aid you in your personal endeavors. Think on my offer a while. Should you decide to accept it, pray speak with Momodi. The proprietress of the Quicksand is a close friend and ally of ours. Inform her that you have been chosen by the scions of the Seventh Dawn, and she will tell you where to find us. I was just there, though. Oh, that's right. We didn't actually go into it, though. On top of that, we're almost level 20. So I'll probably take a little bit of a detour after we finish Into a Copperbell here. Which is kind of odd, considering you have to be level 18 to enter the dungeon. But, no, you don't. Okay. It was 17 to 20, not 18 to 20. Alright. Anyway, there's Momodi. La 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 la. Talking popatos. Scenes like that are becoming ever more common, I'm afraid. Don't worry, though. If you work hard, you'll probably be alright. Saying that, if you ever find yourself in a spot of bother, come and see me. Just don't go pestering me every time you graze your knee, eh? Of course, I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's woes with the women folk from time to time. Kek kek. Ah, Chizu. Sorry to keep you waiting. I was just providing guidance to a fresh-off-the-carriage adventurer. But gods, it's good to see you safe and well. To look at you, no one would ever guess you'd been hard at it with giants in the dark. You're every the adventurer said you'd be, Chizu. The station master will be overjoyed when he hears the news. Oh, before I forget, there's a lass here who wants to have a word with you. Didn't actually know your name, but hearing her description, I know who she meant right away. Thank you for sparing the time. I realize you don't know me, but I've been longing to speak with you for a while now. My name is Etta. I'm an adventurer like you, though I'm not very good at being one, if truth be told. Anyway, I was adventuring with my friends in Gridania when... I'm sorry. We were in Gridania when the leader of our party was killed. His name was Avir, and he and I were to be wed in the spring. You may not remember him, but to say that he remembered you would be an understatement. He would sing your praises from dawn to dusk. He saw you for what you are, you see, an adventurer's adventurer, and swore that he would be like you one day. I believe that he would have succeeded, had a friend not robbed him of the chance. Since that day, I have thought long and hard about giving up adventuring. But when I think of the woman you are, all that you've achieved, I find that I am inspired, just as Avera once was. And so I've decided to start again as an adventurer. I will go back to the village of my birth and begin my training anew. But I wanted to meet you first, to ask you your name. Sakuragi Chizu. I shan't forget. Etta. Isn't she the one lady? Nah, I'm clearly thinking too hard about this, right? Thank you, Chizu. I pray that we will meet again. Fare you well. Adventuring can be a cruel bleeding business. Time was I didn't know why anyone would bother. When they first asked me to take charge of the guild here, I didn't want aught to do with you lot. Thought it'd be a right pain in the arse, looking after you all. But against my better judgment, I decided to accept the post, and I'm full glad I did. I feel privileged to be a part of your lives. That goes double for yours, Chizu. What did you say? You want to know about the Scions of the Seventh Dawn? They're beginning to move in earnest, then. Listen, Chizu, the Scions ain't no ordinary folk, and the work they do ain't no ordinary work. I know full well how capable you are, but even you would think twice about attempting some of the stuff they do. No, not really. Knowing that, if you're still certain you want to get involved, I'll tell you what I can. All this stuff is crap. I guess I'll take this one. No. Bronze pieces. Just get all the gil. That sweet, sweet gills. Before we continue... Oh, level 20. We've got a couple of things to do then. But first, that means I can put in a point of vitality. Just like Dark Souls. And... I need to go to... Oh, I know where I need to go. Now that I have all these bronze and tin pieces, and also these, but we can't really do anything with those yet. I mean, there is one thing I could do, and it would be cool, but I also can't do anything with it. So, It's not terribly useful. Let's see. I need a. Should be one in here somewhere. Arms merchant, merchants, fieldcraft merchant. There isn't. It's only in Limsa? That wouldn't make any sense. Actually, it would. Because that is the Culinarians Guild. That's a shame. Alright, I guess, wait, hold on. What about this guy? Nope. Do I have a retainer? I do not. Well, we kind of need one. So, I'm gonna go ahead and talk to the retainer of Okate. Unfortunately, what? Build yourself a reputation. Okay. I guess I have to return to Limsa for it then. Because I need to buy some food. Really, like, cheap stuff. So we can acquire more experience while we're in dungeons. Well, we do have some marmot steaks. Oh, no, we do have some food. Boiled eggs. Yeah, okay, we're good then. I should have probably sold the, pieces, though. Alright, well, yeah, let's continue then. The idea is to do a dungeon every week, though if we have a ton of story to do, I guess that won't really work out too well, huh? Oh, bracelets. Sweet. So yeah, let's get those hard leather wristbands. So you want to know more then, do you? Well, ain't that a surprise. I wonder if I painted certain death on one door and limitless wealth on the other, 9 out of 10 adventurers would go through the first, and the other bloke wouldn't be able to choose on account of being old on. Anyway, don't say I didn't warn you. First of all, if you're wondering whether you can trust these Scions of the Seventh Dawn, you can. They're good people who have made it to their mission to solve some of Eorzea's most pressing problems. Course, that ain't no small task, and so they're always looking for dependable adventurers to join them. Individuals like you, Chizu. Now, I've been given leave to tell you where to find the Scions, but you must promise to keep this information to yourself. As you can probably imagine, it's something Eorzea's enemies would very much like to know. The Scions are headquartered in Vesper Bay, out in western Thanalan. The place you're looking for is called the Wakened Sands. Give your name to whoever's at the entrance, and you'll be let in. You're a woman in demand, Chizu, and the days ahead promise to be busy. But I hope you won't forget about them, as helped make you into the adventurers you are. Drop in and tell them how you're faring from time to time. You hear? Right. Well, I've said my piece. Off you go. Okay. So what do we do? Well, let's see. The next dungeon is Halatali, and it is level 20. And it requires us to go to Eastern Thanalan, but we don't have access to that yet. So I need to figure out how you get to Eastern Thanalan. Ain't gonna be directly from here. Alright. Let's head into Central, because that'll allow me to get up to Blackbrush Station, which should then lead me to Eastern right there. Okay, so we've got a bit of a journey ahead of us, and unfortunately I don't have access to a mount yet. At least I don't believe I do. Nope. So yeah, we're just gonna have to hoof it. At least we have Sprint, right? Yep. If only I could convince one of my friends to let me borrow their chocobo. Okay. I mean, if you look at our mount guide, we have a ton. It's just the problem is I can't summon any of them. So yeah. We could always pull out a minion. I have a Peridot Carbuncle. He's always a fan favorite. Alright. Yeah, I bought one of the carbuncles. He's sitting up on top of my desk. And he's a right cutie. Also, super soft. But yeah. Alright, let's see. There's also some quests and stuff you could do here. And speaking of quests, I do have one complete, I guess. I'll finish that up later sometime. I'm sure I said that at some point, but just I still have yet to do it. So, it's whatever. I should also sell these. I know for a fact they're not terribly useful. Except the sinew and hides and such. That is if I wanted to do crafting and gathering. And for this character, I don't think I'm gonna bother. Alright, so let's head up here and activate the Aetherite. Meanwhile, I need to remember how Forging the Spirit's actually available, so we could also learn how to meld materia. We'll do that another time when I have a mount. That should be coming up in the story if I remember correctly. At least I hope it's coming up in the story, otherwise we're gonna have a bit of a rough time until I can remember how to get a chocobo. No, it has to do with the grain companies, and that allows you... Yeah, okay. So we're good. Actually, I'm going towards northern Thanalan, aren't I? That's definitely not where we want to go. Especially if we don't want to be dead. Only thing is the hat. And the reason I have the friendship circlet on is because it increases experience by 20% if you're level 25 or below. So there's apparently a fate we could do here, but we're not bothering with those. You'd swear I turned the music off again, but I didn't. We'll also aggro the antling soldiers and stuff because they're within 10 levels, so want to be a little careful of that. The heck? Oh, I'm like, the bats aren't aggressive. What's going on? But apparently a black mage just came out of nowhere and started shooting ice at it. The toxic toads are giant toads and they'll suck you up with their tongues and they're generally pretty annoying. Obviously, before we're going to enter Halatali, we're going to go learn the next job. Action thing. Ooh, we're almost to Berserk too. Nice. That'll be one of our main cooldowns. Even if it does give an effect, that's kind of annoying. It'll also be really interesting playing Warrior after the battle changes go into effect when Stormblood drops. And we'll only have a couple of weeks before that happens. Well, we have the Smith who's next to Halatali. That's interesting. Loves of Camp Drybone. All dogs go to hell. A dying wish. I don't see anything around here with a level 20 quest. I think you just go near Halatali and then there's a guy there who's like, yo, this is a dungeon, go explore it. But I could be wrong. And if I am, well, I don't know. Either way, let's attune to this. You might have to be at a certain point in the story, in which case that would suck. But and we need to remember that the earrings we have are not exactly for us. Neither is the necklace, actually. And the ring's pretty whatever, but it's there. I really hope this is how you unlock Holotolly. I vaguely remember how to unlock the optional ones. Though Cutter's Cry definitely escapes my memory a little bit. We're now able to go into the Hall of the Novice, which would be interesting, but... Okay, give me a second. Unlocking Holotolly. We need to do the main story up to a certain quest called Dress to Deceive. Alright then. So back to Horizon. I now have 97 Aetheryte tickets, so we'll be able to do some free teleports for a while. Which is always good. Well, I hope that wasn't too loud. Alright. Yeah, the trip down to Vesper Bay isn't too difficult, though there is definitely one small issue with it, and that is the fact that there are no Aetherytes anywhere near it, except for the one we were just at. So, and trust me, that'll become a point of annoyance, especially later. For now, though, let's talk to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Still level 17 quests, so we should definitely be okay there. Though, if I remember correctly, it's just more cutscene action. Okay, we have arrived in Vesper Bay. What is you? Call your world. Oh, that's actually an important one. You there! Yes, you! The decisively unfashionable adventurer! Gods be good, never in my life have I seen such unapologetic focus on function at extreme cost to form. The mere sight of you fair makes my eyes bleed. As a lover of all things aesthetically pleasing, I cannot in good conscience allow you to continue roaming the realm in that sorry state. I believe your appearance can yet be salvaged through the use of color. I will teach you how to go about dyeing your outfit, but first I must have a drink. The heat has given me a vicious thirst, and I won't be able to talk for any length of time. Be a dear and buy me a bottle of orange juice at the stall by the northern gates, would you? Once I have moistened my throat, we shall see to the business of remedying your appearance. So, pretty simple. We go over here, talk to this dude, lady, person, and then buy some orange juice. Say, wait, what? Okay. Pray tell, have you brought my orange juice? Lest you have forgotten, the merchant who sells it can be found just inside the northern gates. I actually already have one thing of orange juice. Whew, that's a relief. Finally, I can teach you how to bring color into your life. Listen well, there are handy items known as colorants, which allow folk to dye their outfits a variable rainbow of sorts. These colorants are so simple to use, adventurers here have no excuse to be fashion and colorless. Lest you worry that dyeing will affect your garment's precious properties, you may rest assured it will not. The practicality you adventurers love so much will not suffer for the change in appearance. A change for the better. It should also gladden you to know that garments can be dyed repeatedly, so there is no fear of getting locked into one color. The garish pink that seemed like such a wonderful idea after a dozen glasses of red can be undone. That is all you need to know about dyeing gear. Now what are you waiting for? Get out there and bring some color into your life. And now we can dye. It's pretty simple. You go into this thing, you find a thing you can dye. You can tell if you can dye it because it'll have a little empty circle icon in the top right. Belts are always an exception because you cannot see belts on your character model. Will that change in Stormblood? Maybe. Different color dye did we get anyway? Ice blue, bone white, and rose pink. Well, all these kind of suck, don't they? I guess we'll go with ice blue. Just one of them slightly unique looking, I guess. Meanwhile, I'm falling asleep into the microphone. Okay, so the Scions of the Seventh Dawn are right here. And standing at the gates is none other than Tataru! Deep in the desert of my heart, a lonely flower blooms, yearning for the heavens above to quench my thirst for you. Tra-la-la-la-la. Ah! I would thank you not to sneak up on me like that. Now, please be advised that this is private property. Unless you have pertinent business here, I must ask you to... Here at the behest of Histola. My sincerest apologies. May I please have your name? Sakuragi Chizu... Ah, here you are. I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands, headquarters of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. My name is Tataru, and I look forward to assisting you during your time with us. The antecedent is within the solar. I shall let her know to expect you. What is an antecedent, you may ask? I have no idea, actually. It's never a word I've heard before I started playing this, so... Alright. Well, let's enter the Waking Sands then. And struggle to hit a yes button. Struggle a heck of a lot more than I probably should have. Okay. Hello? Did I not right click? I guess I didn't. Okay. I take it you are Chizu Sakuragi. The other way around. Tataru sent word that you had arrived. Lady Minfilia has eagerly awaited your second coming. This way, if you please. You may be wondering if that's someone important. I'm pretty sure they're not. These guys, on the other hand.
The adventure of whom I've heard so much. Well met, friend. My name is Minfilia, and I lead the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I have awaited your coming. Please, be at ease. You are among friends here. No doubt you are right to burst with questions. But have patience. All will be revealed in time. First, let me begin by telling you who we are and what we do. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, an order that transcends political boundaries. Our single objective is the preservation of the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals.
Yep, that is their biggest concern.
Their existence is a bane upon Eorzea, nay, the world at large, and we have striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose.
Fortunately, we can never find one. That's why we grind Gerudo Extreme 100 million times for tank mounts.
Our order is home to a number of individuals who, like you, possess a rare and special talent. This talent takes various forms, but one holds particular interest for us. Tell me, have you ever experienced a sudden, inexplicable loss of consciousness? Have you ever had the sensation of being pulled away from reality? Felt as though you were hovering in space, a mind without a body? All these things are the manifestations of your talent. Yours is the power to transcend the boundaries of the soul, a power known as the Echo. The Echo allows you to pass through the walls of a man's soul and hear the resonations of his past. You will be there in his memories and see things as he saw them. You may even interact with that which you see, though you cannot change the outcome of events. For another blessing, the Echo will enable you to know a man's mind even if you cannot comprehend his words. In short, the Echo is a truly extraordinary power, and this power is strong within you. It is only a shame that we cannot use it whensoever we choose.
Oh, okay. Wait, no. I think she said that.
I, too, possess the Echo. With that established, let us return to the subject of the Primals. So long as they exist, the realm cannot take so much as a single step towards true peace. Measures must be taken. Measures which transcend boundaries, be they of faction, race, language, or creed. And to do so, the Scions require the aid of those with our talent. Make no mistake, the Echo will be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. Without it, we cannot hope to save the realm. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea. entrust man with a gift so extraordinary, if not to have him use it? And so I implore you, lend us your power.
Oh. The papers you requested, my lady. Thank you, Tatara. The pleasure is mine, milady. By way of a welcoming gift, I have taken the liberty of adding your name to the retainer's registry. As of now, you are entitled to employ the services of a retainer. God dang it. You'll need to consult a retainer vocate regarding the particulars of this arrangement, but believe me when I say that the retainers will prove invaluable to you in your aiding adventuring endeavors. As storage whores, basically. Let this gesture serve as evidence of your commitment to do all in your power to facilitate your personal objectives. In return, we ask that you aid us to the fullest extent of your talents. A mutually beneficial relationship, I am sure you will agree. And one which serves the greater good besides. Now, that was a veritable lecture, was it not? Forgive me, but it is important that all concerned are aware of what it is expected of them. Now you know our purpose and what we can offer you. I invite you to consider joining us. When you have come to a decision, you may tell me of your censor. In good faith, I shall entrust you with our order's password, which our members use to reach one another when afield. It is Wild Rose. Pray keep it safe. Just like Final Fantasy II. It's a little bit of a reference to that. And we got those sweet wristbands, so let's go ahead and equip them. Hiring a retainer, I already know how. We Scions have but one objective, to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as primals. Long have we striven to find a long-lasting solution to the threat that they pose. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea, but I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Pray consider this when you give me your answer, Chizu. I will go whither the wild rose blooms. A wild rose by any other name. Level 17. And we get a necklace that'll be befitting of our stats.
I take it you will help us.
Nah, I just thought it sounded cool.
Wonderful. I knew you wouldn't let us down. But come, I would introduce you to your friends in the Order. Tell me, does the name Charlian ring any bells?
It does, actually.
It used to be one of Eorzea's 6 city-states, and was situated in the northwest of Alderaan.
Gridania, Ul'dah, Thanalan. Hello. Gridania, Ul'dah, Limsa Lominsa, Ishgard. I can't remember the actual name of the city. Charlene. 6 must be Alamigo.
The Sharlayans were the keepers of wisdom, both old and new. Their mastery over magic and ether was unsurpassed, and even the Garleans knew to fear them. Among their number, there were a noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea. When the realm began its descent into chaos, and their countrymen fled for the motherland, they alone chose to remain here. These noble men and women were called the Archons.
What?
Those same brave souls stand before you now. The masked woman is Ida, and beside her is Popolino,
Okay, I know she's not a Charlene.
surveying the Twelveswood. Hello there. Welcome.
Ew.
Okay, my turn to introduce someone. That there is Thancred.
He is our man, Huron Ulda, jewel of the desert.
Welcome to the tea. If I may, the lovely maiden beside me is named Yestola.
Yestola.
Has the pleasure of being under her care.
Greetings. I have been expecting you. Last but not least is Urianger, who presides over all affairs within these halls. Pray seek him out whenever you have questions.
And also extreme primals to kill.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night. Words of a dear friend. I'm glad of our meeting.
This guy's an interesting guy, but we won't learn about any of that until much, much later in the future. So for now, just think of him as the mysterious cat guy.
Our leader was taken from us, but we did not stray from our purpose.
Are they talking about Louiswa?
We sought out Minfilia and others with her talent, and together established the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Along with the Archons, those blessed with the Echo play a pivotal role in our endeavor to forge a brighter tomorrow for the realm. Oh, I should also introduce you to Tartarine, our clerk. She ensures that everything runs smoothly. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
I forgot how silly her voice sounded before Heaven's Word.
In time, I hope you will come to think of us as family. But without further ado, I would assign you your first task. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have received a request for aid from the Immortal Flames. Thancred, would you do the honors?
It would be my pleasure. Some days ago, a crystal caravan registered to Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern was waylaid and divested of its cargo. But there is more. Within a bell of the robbery, several people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city.
At a glance, one would assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence. Such crimes are hardly uncommon, and the Immortal Flames deal with their like almost every day. However, this time we have reason to believe that a primal is involved.
Aye, the evidence left behind implicates the Emulsion, who are known worshippers of the fleet. If we then consider the objects that were taken, there is no room left for doubt. The crimes were committed in the name of a primal.
But what was taken?
That you may better understand the nature of our struggle with the primals, I would have you play the leading role
Oh, okay.
You have my thanks. If there is aught you wish to know, I recommend you speak with Tancred. He is well versed in the affairs of Urinda.
Ever at your service, fair lady.
I wonder what he says if you're a dude. Because most of my characters have not been. Alright, well, and this is the only one I've ever gotten to this point. Oh. Speak with Thancred. He's over here. Ready to begin, are we? That's the spirit. So then your mission is to investigate a crystal robbery and a spate of abductions. Crimes which we believe to be connected. Assuming we are correct, it is like that any discoveries we make in relation to one will further our understanding of the other. Now, since the attack on their caravan, our friends at Imagina and Sons Mineral Concern have doubled security over all their shipments. In light of this, it is my judgment that the abductions should be our priority. According to our preliminary findings, the majority of the missing were last seen in the vicinity of Camp Drybone, so that would seem a fine place to begin. A fellow by the name of Isambard serves as the camp's de facto leader. Wait a minute. Pay him a visit and see that he gives us his full cooperation. Okay, let's return to Limsa. Okay. Gonna take a bit of a detour to do the level 20 quest, and I think that will be good for today's episode of Final Fantasy XIV Fridays. Like I said, actually I don't think I've ever said it at all, so I'm going to iterate it now. This will not be the 3-hour streams like I usually do, because I have things I want to do, but I also wanted to play some Final Fantasy XIV, so this is a happy medium. If I can get a dungeon in every week, great. If I can't, it's no big deal. But now that we're in Limsa, we can actually talk to the guy who is not here, but up at the Aft Castle. Ran around that area thinking to myself, don't see who I'm looking for, not even remotely. See if I can spot some familiar names in the crowd. That'd be fun. Okay. Well, there's good old Ron Lick Sturhers. I don't know who that is. Alright. Gold Saucer music? I guess that's part of the Make It Rain event. Alright. Well, we don't have to concern ourselves with that. Dreams of the Faith Exchange. That's right, we can get the summoner stuff. We'll do that later. Actually, no. We'll do it now. We need the female stuff. The High Summoner's boots. The High Summoner's armlets, because they're pretty. And the High Summoner's dress. Okay. We also need chocobo feathers. Yep. The Twintania Neuralink key. Yes, yes. Oh, yeah, that's right. I also had that flying cumulus thingy. Items for her. Oh, that's interesting. It lets you trade female items for male items. And vice versa. Achievement rewards? Well, no idea what that is. Oh! I think those are... No, because these are the things. So, what's... okay. Right. Okay. So we've done that. Now what we need to do is head to the Marauders Guild, or the Coral Tower as it used to be known. Admittedly, I thought it was a lot easier to find when it was called the Coral Tower, but I suppose newbies won't have that problem. Okay, so level 20 job quest, or class quest, whatever you want to call it. You get a new axe, and yeah, that's pretty much it. The other thing will be more pieces of monies. Chizu, there is trouble afoot. Do you recall the lad whose parents were slain by the beast Kujata? Not particularly. The boy's grandfather, Nedard. Nedard? What a stupid name! But recently contacted us with worrisome news. Young Sigurd has gone missing. What is with these names, man? I mean, just look at mine. It's Wernsen. What the heck is a Wernsen? There have been sightings of Kujata in the area, and it would seem that the child felt compelled to seek the creature out. As you are familiar with the boy and his tragic tale, I would have you attend to this matter. My sister, Salkwub, awaits you at the Bismarck. She has been apprised of the situation and will aid you in plotting a suitable course of action. And so we start the Mountain That Strides, which does not give us a thing. Alright, so we need to speak with Salkwub, who is over here, actually. Mrs. Moneybags? What kind of a name is that? Okay, let's see. We are looking for someone who is up here. Oh, right, the Bismarck. The thing with the thing. Very descriptive, I know. The Adventurers Guild. Ah, Chizu. I assume you are here to discuss the missing child and not to sample a bowl of mutton stew. First things first, I would advise against rushing off to peer under every rock in the countryside. We need more information to direct our search. I suggest we head to the Red Rooster Stead and learn what more we can from old Nedard. So, we need to head to Red Rooster Stead. Which is in central... Lower Lenosha? Oh, okay. So we actually should use the Aethernet Shard to the Tempest Gate. No, the Aft Castle. That will allow us to use the Chocobo thingy. Porter, I think is what it's called. Sounds right. Well, I know what I'm looking for. It's just that they're not here. In that case, where the heck are they? Are they on the lower decks? Oh, they are. Well, crud. Okay, fine. We'll just go there from... as if we used the Aethernet shard to just go to lower Lenosha, I guess. So this area probably looks familiar, because I'm pretty sure we've been here before. I'm going to assume that's the case anyway. Ah, you call that a toad. I remember that fate. Because I had to grind it for the Atma of the fish. I even remember which Atma this one is. Oh, God, did I do that so long. Will I be showing you what to do for... Oh, hey, it's Barbastel. Hi, Barbastel. Will I be showing what to do for relics? Maybe. At the very least, I'm probably going to get the level 91. But, 91. Yeah. The level 90 relic. But I don't really plan to upgrade it any further than that, because any further than that requires Atma. And we're not Atma grinding. Not again. Not again. Never again. Okay. So, since we've got that out of the way now. And of course, we won't be showing off any of the Heavensward relic, because that's what it requires. Thank the gods you're here. It seems me grandson is set on causing naught but trouble for you. But surely you can now what? The lad is feeling how he's boiling with hate for that murderous beast. And the time when you came along like an avenging angel and showed him the strength of your steel, well, you lit a fire in his belly. It must have got in his head that to take revenge on the beast itself. Daft little bugger. Any road. Once he heard of Kujata's been spotted near airport, why he shot through that door like an arrow from a bow, and I ain't seen him since. I beg of you, find me little Sigurd before he gets himself stomped to death. That big bastard orcs has spilled more than enough of me kin's blood. Our course is clear. We set out for Ailport at once. An old acquaintance of mine, Farstum, often stands guard at the port gates. He might know something of the lad's whereabouts. Alright, well, let's go ahead and... That's Western Thanalan. Nope, don't do that. What is that? Every now and then, there's like this program that seems to want to open. And every time it does that, Dark Souls closes. So, I would really like to know what that is, because trying to play Dark Souls with that, well, you could imagine it's already a pretty hard game as it is. If the window's closing every hour or so, well, that's not cool. And generally leads to your death. Or my death in this case. Maybe I just need to restart. Probably do that after this. Okay, well, let's go see Mr. Farstum. Farstim. Have I seen a boy wandering about by himself? As a matter of fact, me and my fellow gate guard here just watched a young lad traipsing off to the north. We were arguing whether or not to abandon our post and bring the child back ourselves. Large packs of jackals have been prowling the wilds of late, so if you mean to head after him, pray do so quickly. I might even pass along word to the Marauders Guild. You'll be better off with an extra blade or two at your back. Ah, I see. We have an item here. Touching this item, with its purple glow of ominous death, will summon hostile presences. But it's okay. They've got pretty simple AoEs we can deal with. But they're level 18 cattle tyrants. And we're honestly pretty weak, especially because our axe sucks. But luckily for you, I kind of know what I'm doing. At the very least. Alright. If I was really smart, I'd go get Raging Strikes from Archer or something. But, I'm not that smart. Alright, Sigurd's Satchel. Oh, hey. How did I not discover that going up to Sastasha before? Oh, we've even mapped out the entire realm? Even though I haven't gone into the Sahajin area? Alright. Definitely don't want to overpower here, considering all the pucks hanging about. Let's go ahead and maim this guy. And might as well use Bloodbath too, why not? A little extra healing, never hurts. I keep looking at my Peridoc Carbuncle as if he's gonna start doing something. But he's not. Alright. And for clearing out those two, you find Sulquib, Sakreb. Have you found any sign of Sigurd? He must have been in a desperate hurry indeed to cast away his belongings in such a careless manner. I myself came across this wood axe. A tool the lad took from the stead, perhaps. Gods below! Chizu, over there! I've fought the god below, thank you very much. He's got a stick! Look out! Yeah, that's pretty much what you'd expect to happen. Oh, hey, the packs of jackals that we were discussing before. Jeez. Bleh. Kajata, can you kind of like go away? We really don't want to deal with you right now. Defeat the jackals! Overpower, 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 overpower. Okay. I was about to say, we should be pretty good now, but I guess not. Whoops, that was Tomahawk. Let's kind of go like here. There we go. Well, that's pretty much all my TP. Gotta make sure they're not biting at Miss lady here. Up, now there's a bunch more. And I have no TP left. She's gonna die! Okay. I should have all their aggro now. Now if I just face them away from her. Well, she was able to heal herself, so it pretty much worked out. Can I get a heal? Thank you. Wow, cure 2. Dang. And that should be everybody. There we go. We defeated the jackals! Step aside! Rah! When's son? He breathes yet. Us, on the other hand, might not be so lucky. We withdraw to the Red Rooster's den. Follow my lead, Jizu. Run! Perhaps one day we can beat that guy. Also, guess we're gonna need to go back to. Yay. Well, it's fine. Be even better if I had a mount, but it's, you know, it's whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Alrighty. Alright, let's head down to Lower Lenosha. That's what I meant, not Lower Limsa, because there is no lower, well, there is a Lower Limsa, but that's not where we're going. That's where we started. Okay, I'm glad we got that out of the way. Alrighty. And now we sprint. And now we auto run. Because bored. Come on, auto run, let's go. Just running over to the thing, because, you know, that's what we need to do. Okay, we made it back to the Red Rooster's den. One more sprint ought to bring us up to the house thing that we're looking for. And yeah. Hello, Neddard. Oh my god, you saved my daughter. Yay! Yay! You brought him home. I don't got the words to thank you. The lad's past the worst of it. He struck his head in the fall, though, and it may be some time before he opens his eyes. Blorbum. Thank you for coming, brother. If you hadn't scattered those jackals when you did. I have done naught to earn your thanks. When I learned of the situation from Aleport, I realized the dangers were greater than I had anticipated. No single marauder could have hoped to fend off such numbers in time. Except probably me. Pray accept my apologies, Neddard. You turned to us for help, and yet your grandson now lies before you, broken and battered. You risked your lives to save little Sigurd. I was the man to find fault with that. It's me who ought to be begging forgiveness for the wounds you took, protecting my foolish boar. You needn't concern yourself with our well-being. Our training prepares us for such eventualities. There is not more that we can accomplish here, Chizu. It is time we return to the guild and focused on other tasks. I'm making a weird noise. Just don't mind that too much. Yep. Okay. Any second now. Any second now. Okay, there we go. Ethernet. We're heading back to the Marauders Guild. Any second now. No, this should be quicker, right? Right? Okay, cool. Well, let's head up on here. Talk to Wormzone. I don't even know what his name is. I am glad that the lad will live, but I fear this will not be the last time Sigurd abandons caution in his thirst for vengeance against Kujata. The wound in his heart festers and seethes, feeding his impatience at our seeming inaction. But we must not think ill of the boy. Instead, let his helpless rage be as a spur to our efforts. I say again, Chizu, Kujata will fall by your hand, and I will shape you into the deadly weapon you need to be. Boop. Alright. So now we got an axe. The Inferno Axe. Looks just like the Memoron. Not the Memoron. The the joke was that it looks like the Relic Axe. Okay. Anyway, let's go to Eastern Thanalan, and that will be all for Final Fantasy XIV Friday. Join me next week around this same time-ish, kind of. And yeah, okay, all right, awesome. Well, bye.